Atlas.
Yeah.
Does that go in the death row?
No, stop it. I put a ban on this. It's not happening.
I don't know what the answer was from chat, but
We didn't get one.
yeah, we didn't get one.
I think
they're still deliberating.
Yeah.
Maybe they're in the death row.
There we go.
MF being hovered.
Yeah, KT thinking about taking away the next in line. And that is going to be picked up here for aiming this time. Rek'Sai considered, and that's a Bono pick. Certainly a sinner, though. But something that Bono has certainly played before, and he does have a very good aggressive style in the early game. We'll see how that translates to this one.
Just lease in and outscale it in a vacuum. Also, you already have the Ornn component. And now, at this point, you can just choose your mid laner. So, yeah. Okay. All right, we're right on script. Now, Syndra can come in for Kuro.
Okay. See whether they stick to that one, or whether it's going to be something else. They can take a support here if they'd like as well. Keep things real flexy. But it looks like it's all about the LS predictions this time around, as Rumble is more often than not picked for the mid lane, and Kuro is going to take that one away. So one could, of course, play it. But we've seen it more in mid, Season 10.
I don't think that you're worried about Lucian at this stage of the draft, especially because Lucian and his support would have to be shown face up. And so you can actually just pick your top laner and then counterpick support, in theory. Yeah, and what I mean by that is counterpick a mage support in order to abuse Lucian plus his duo, and then...
Oh, are we quite ready for that here in the LCK yet?
I don't think that we are really...
Is that level of drafting really an availability?
Not prepared, no.
I don't know, man. Do you know what I'm interested about?
What?
I'm gonna cheat a little bit because I need to jump into OPGG and check out what Kellen's been playing. That's Varus banned.
Yeah, so this is what I meant.
Are KT gonna pick top Lucian and deny?
Oh, and then force them on to Ezreal.
Yeah.
And then Gen.G would be playing Ezreal Zoe.
It's an opportunity here.
Tushen. Well,
that's Camille. That's a very different champion. But still a flex pick between top and mid. So I don't mind it. Bono's smiling to himself as the Camille is locked away. That is, of course, not his champion. However, there's the Kalista. So we've stepped all the way away from it, and Kellen's going to take away his Taric as well on the bottom side of the map. This is a very different composition coming out from Gen.G, apart from Clid, who is still on the lease in.
Definitely very interesting. So the mage support is still entirely a possibility. Probably not going to stay. Probably going to get like a Braum or something. Knowing, okay, there it is.
The Alistair to come through from Tucson, certainly an old favorite of his, and does pair well with the Misfortune. I do like it when it's aiming as well, because now at least Tucson can go in when aiming's being ham.
Yeah.
And aiming does certainly like to go as aggressive as possible at any given moment. Worked out in game number 1. Whether it'll work out again in game number 2, I'm not entirely sure. Currently, Kellen is ranked 53 in solo queue and has been playing a lot of Tarek. In fact, 11 games played so far this season with an 82% win rate.
Okay.
Ain't bad at all.
Definitely not.
And it's been the Kalista Tarek combo that he's been playing alongside Ruler in solo queue. So, see how much we necessarily need to read into it. Hasn't played it so much in the last week, only that one time, but it was the Tarek Kalista.
So they actually do have some pretty good Ornn items. Obviously, Kalista has Blade of the Ruin King.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty good upgrade for Kalista players when that particular ornament was introduced into the game. I believe that was alongside the Frozen Fist and the Luden's Echo upgrade as well, which Medic made an absolutely hilarious joke about on the LEC broadcast. You guys probably should go back and watch that. I was in
What
stitches.
happened?
He made an Echo joke, Luden's Echo joke.
I don't get it.
It's okay. Neither did most people.
What?
Yeah. It was,
were you talking about Echo again?
Yeah. Yeah, we're talking about Echo.
In the Mordekaiser?
Yeah, in the Death Realm. I was talking. He made that joke.
What if Echo is actually Luden's, and it's just a translation error?
Oh my.
What
so
if
maybe
Echo,
we should actually call him Luden from now on.
What if Echo's name was mistranslated from whatever symbols they originally read it as, and he's actually Luden's Echo? What if Echo is Luden?
Goodness. I'm just going to call him Luden from now on and give it no extra thought. That's how I'm going to tackle this particular problem. We've got the emerald gorgeousness that is Tarek. Shout out to Dongjun over on the caster desk. A lot of Korean fans do think that he looks like Tarek. That is why you've seen the cosplay in the past.
Well, in this game, Zoe is really getting her workout on. Honestly, I'm a little impressed that she manages to remain that agile while in motion with that jump rope. Now, this guy, this little smug, cocky, oh my god.
Kuro's a lord. He knows how to spam
You know,
his emotes,
I get
man.
so mad when I see that smug
Little
Yordle's face.
Like hanging out of his, it's another fairly Pacific Rim style mech
no, it's
situation.
Dr. Eggman.
I know it is Dr. Eggman.
When does Sonic come out?
Or Dr. Robotnik. Isn't it already out or something? Has it been recalled again? Have they had to redo like?
No.
animation
You're
again?
thinking of Warcraft 3 refunded.
Oh no!
That's
Do you know what I did? I didn't purchase it.
I didn't either. I didn't even know it came out
Well,
until yesterday in Twitch chat.
Did it come out?
I don't know.
Yeah,
No,
I don't think so.
I think it's still coming out.
Yeah. That's a dazzle onto Tucson. Makes a fair bit of damage there as well. As Ruler is certainly a very notable Kalista player. This is going to be a rough lane for KT, just because Ruler is very good at playing very far up on this pick. And as long as Kellen just does what he's told, Ruler should be able to solo carry this one. But it's whether or not the game can be played around Ruler from KT's part as to whether or not they're going to be able to get themselves back in. And I find it interesting because often you talk about a Misfortune lane, at least in the past, with Misfortune generally having a lot of power, but not so far.
Well,
that's
that's a really nice trade there by Rascal.
Yeah, someone really struggling. As Rascal finally finding his time in the sun. Wasn't necessarily a man that made his, I don't know, made his claim to fame on the tank champions. It was more on the carries.
She has a redemption.
Of course, uses Zoe in the LCK. They all have redemption at least level 4. Beat it a little bit early at level 3, but it's generally how that works.
All right, well,
I've stopped getting tilted by it because it happens every time without fail.
Okay.
So I'm starting to say that, you know, the Zoe that doesn't get it is wrong.
Wow. Okay.
It's okay. I was actually trying to steal Bono's Rift Scuttler away, but also using it as a scouting tool, which we haven't seen so much. Often it's used for harass.
Yeah.
Or sort of a bit of both.
Definitely a really good usage of it. So, Bono not going to be super far behind by any means. He will be down one camp. He's moving around. How do you think Rek'Sai moves like this under the Rift? Honestly, it's a bit impressive.
Has Ruler actually used his Oathsworn yet? He does still have it hanging out. I know you can rebuy it.
Can you? Is it free?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I think you can buy it as many times as you want.
Because
you have to use it again if you want to change your Oathsworn, I think, or something. There's something about that.
Ooh. Okay, I did not know that.
I don't know.
Caster,
Maybe
by the
I'm
way.
wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
Coach, too.
Well, play-by-play, by the way, so
yeah.
generally you should take LS's word for most things, but as far as I remember, that's a thing. But he does still have it sitting there. And he probably should have an Oathsworn. So I'm perplexed. See whether he does use it in lane or something like that.
Well,
someone could tweet at us and just confirm. Right now, I'm not quite able to hop on the Google and check it out.
Right now in this game, Gen.G is ahead pretty much across the board, and unlike in game number 1, they're not going to be the ones that are on the back foot to scaling. The only thing that they really have to fade is either if Camille gets too big, or if Misfortune gets too big. Let's have to see what ends up transpiring. Sohan looking like he wants a recall, but Rascal does not seem keen to allow him to do that.
Yeah, it feels like he wants a redo on the laning phase so far.
If I see a Glacial Shroud built by Rascal, I'm going to lose a little bit of faith.
Uh-huh. Well, it's not there yet. That should be a catalyst, right?
I would hope that's a catalyst.
It's a catalyst.
Okay.
We're okay. Come on.
He's fine.
Come on.
He's fine. I'm sorry.
He's an LCK. What? See there? He hadn't used it yet.
What is that?
All right,
okay.
I do have confirmation from old mate Pabu from back in OCE. Shout out to Pabu, the king of 1v1s. Didn't quite do as well this year at All Stars, but otherwise a fantastic player. No, he's Pabu, mate.
Pahu.
Kind of like means idiot in Korean.
Does it really?
You know,
Babo.
Babo.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, he said you can rebuy it and reuse it for like a minute at the beginning of the game, but otherwise you can't rebuy it. I knew that there was a rebuy thing that you could do, but I was pretty sure it wasn't. I wasn't quite correct. So there you go. Ruler just hadn't used it. So now finally Oathsworn is Tucson taking a lot of damage to start this one off, but gets the aftershock and survives for a long time. Still walking away, potion ticking. And both junglers couldn't turn the tide of that one in either direction. No first blood to go down within the first 6.5 minutes.
That one was such a close call. It honestly just looked like bot lane was about to start snowballing. As Ruler and friends now, they're going to turn their attention to the Infernal Dragon.
Actually, I have now conflicting reports that you can just rebuy it. I don't know. But Infernal is going to be going down here. Ren stacks were in there, of course. Isn't as good at securing objectives as it used to be, but still going to be helpful. Wasn't actually necessary in that particular moment. And Infernal Drake very easily goes over to Gen.G, and we don't have Cloud Rift again! Hopefully we get Mountain Drake, Mountain Soul for our next section, although I don't think we'll be able to see it if KT wins. So hopefully Gen.G are able to win this game, and then we get to check out Mountain Soul as Sohan gets himself the stun there onto Rascal, but Rascal's pretty tanky. True damage going to be helping there with the second Q. Second E. Alright.
Rexa, doesn't know about Clid. Good night.
Well, Rascal does at least have the on-horn. Bono's going to flash, gets himself out of the way.
Clid misplaying it, didn't actually open with Dragon Kick, which was very surprising.
An odd maneuver.
And so Rek'Sai is actually going to be able to barely skate the way there. And now they're going to be able to pick up the Rift Herald here at 8 minutes. So Shirley is also going to come online extremely early. Also, this game again, Ocean or Mountain Soul?
Yeah, this time around a possible Mountain Soul. Last time we had the availability of an Infernal Soul, but this time not going to be there. And the Mountain is now up for grabs. Hopefully it is the Mountain, although I do love Ocean Rift.
Do you?
Oh, I'm torn, because I want to see a new one, but I also just really like Ocean. just for aesthetics. As BDT, of course, gets another redemption. Oh dear. Kuro hanging on in this lane pretty well, though. Looking to be building towards Leandri's item number 2, and does have the Merc Tread, so isn't going to be fearing the bubbles as much as he otherwise could. And didn't even need that Scrap Shield. BDT a little bit short on his paddle stars. But this is the lane that I'm starting to get pretty worried about. Because Ruler is just chugging along, and we know how Ruler gets in the mid to late game. He's just real good. Wasn't able to really execute last game. That was a game where Aiming was able to sort of slowly but surely get himself into teamfight readiness from extraordinarily long range. This time it's not going to be the same case. He will need to be a little bit more up close and personal.
And at this point, there's not any reason to have a lot of action end up unfolding. If you're Gen.G, you're probably feeling extremely comfortable right now to just keep playing ping pong, keep playing super safe lanes. Let the next Cloud Dragon come up, end up taking that. Let your champions coast into core items.
Kind of want to see Bono start doing something, because he's even falling behind in farm against a Lee Sin as the Rek'Sai, which is certainly not something that you want. Power farming is something that Rek'Sais have been known to do for a very long time. But this one certainly hasn't been able to make that one happen. And utilizing his flash very early on in this game in his failed attempt at a top gank certainly is not helping. No first blood still. Bit of biffo towards the bottom side, but otherwise not too much as Ruler and Kellen come up, clear out a control ward, get rid of the blast cone, and look to reset as the recall comes down from Aiming and Tucson upon lane reset. Ruler should be able to go back, get himself pretty close to his Blade of the Ruin King on the next back. But at least Aiming now, he's got an Executioner's Calling very early to try and deny a lot of the healing that does come in from Tarek. And Ruler's inherent healing with his Vamp Scepter. Here goes Shelly. And this is Ruler getting even more accelerated. Clit is going to help himself in his jungle role by picking up a bit of that gold as well. Just, I don't mind it, given the fact that it is Season 10, the season of sad junglers.
Yeah. 1.5 thousand gold advantage here at 11.5 minutes. Kalista picks up the recurve bow on her recall, also has the Bilgewater Cutlass, probably only, I would guess, 2 minutes to 3 minutes away from Blade of the Ruin King.
And Ruler and Kuro actually battling for top gold in this game. Wasn't expecting that out of Kuro, but he has done very well in the laning phase thus far. Ruler, no surprises as far as how far ahead he is, especially given the extra plates that he was just able to pick up with the execution of that turret. That's a great dazzle, but still the kickback going to be coming down. Void Rush going to come in, but there's no flash on this Bono, and first blood goes to Clid. Looking for redemption here in game number 2 against KT.
Yeah, that was a really nice combo with the Tarek stun to follow up on the Lee Sin Q. And things just are looking really bad for KT this game. So I think that your prophecy might be...
Well, I mean, as a long-time KT watcher, it feels like you can take all of the players and coaching staff out of the KT, but you can't take the KT out of the KT or something.
Infernal. There was already Infernal. I was waiting for you to try to say something else, and then...
It's Ocean Rift. It's my favorite.
Why is it your favorite? You like Bulbasaur?
Yeah, it's pretty.
You like okay, whatever. Yeah, whatever.
It's more of an Ivysaur because the flowers are out.
Ooh, I like that. Okay.
Tucson Blown Ultimate, not able to actually grab anyone underneath that turret there as Rascal uses his flash to great effect.
Alright.
Are you about to ask if I'm still playing Pokemon?
Yes.
Yeah, no, not so much anymore.
No, not so much.
But it took a bit of a time out on that one. The turret gets equalized, or at least the minion wave does. Turret takes a bit of damage, but otherwise is going to stay standing. The game is going to once again go back to what we like to happily refer to as the lull state.
And this is the most important part of the game. This is where we wait for the next Rift Herald to respawn, next Ocean Dragon, or the first Ocean Dragon to end up coming up.
Yep. And another game going pretty stock standard as far as our expectations. Let's see whether KT can buck the trend and try and turn this one around, because in game number 1, this is the position that KT was in, and they were able to very handily pick up the victory at 29 minutes. Now that task is on Gen.G's shoulders. And split push advantage, just so I'm very unlucky. Didn't quite manage to pick up that last play.
3,000 gold down, basically, is KT at 14 minutes. It's obviously extremely feels bad.
Especially against the composition with the on. That's just feels bad, and then you look at the team comp and feel bad again. And,
how many times can you feel bad, Atlas?
As many times as you want, LS.
Okay.
As many times as you want.
I just wanted to clarify that. So.
No, that's absolutely fine. But they can feel better if something can go right. Now Kuro has found Rascal. He's trying to burn him down here. He's got Morellonomicon as his first item. And that's why Rascal is just going to walk away scot-free.
The Forbidden Book.
Yeah.
That's really what that is.
Why is Kuro reading these texts? You should not be, Kuro. He's a banned in our school. It's like Footloose all over.
It really is, yeah.
Kevin Bacon. He just loves Morellonomicon.
Herald being taken right now. That'll probably just be used to crack the mid-tier 1 turret. As, again, there's really not much going on here.
No, we are lulling pretty hard.
We are really lulling right now. We need to save the viewers.
Do you know what?
Have you seen any movies lately?
So what I really wanted to watch was Contagion again.
Ooh, I did actually, I did see that. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, you recently watched it? I really want to give it a rewatch.
Yeah.
Haven't actually
it's not
checked
on
it
Netflix
out just yet.
anymore.
One thing that is on Netflix, though, is like all of the Studio Ghibli movies are coming out on Netflix.
There are so many new releases on Netflix, though.
They're trying to
the last
combat
month or
the
two.
extraordinary release cycle that Disney Plus has going on.
What is Disney Plus doing?
Nothing until September.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure. It is going to be Mandalorian Season 2.
Yeah, Mandalorian Season. That is quite scary.
Where's the Obi-Wan show? I want that.
Ooh.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah, that would be actually a really nice one. I would really like a Vader spin-off.
That'd be cool.
That would be nice, yeah.
It's a pretty tight timeline for that one, as far as when you're going to utilize it, but I'm sure they could find some interesting times. Because that turret is a hair's breadth away, and BD doesn't even get the auto, but they'll have it on the next minion wave very, very easily. Point wasting time as Gen.G take their third turret of the game. It is a much smaller map now for KT to deal with. And KT got to do something, man. Otherwise, we're just going to be talking about, you know, movies to watch, and then it's going to be a Gen.G win.
Listen, Atlas. This is what happens here now. Okay?
Yeah.
Korea is traumatized by Worlds.
Yeah.
They're afraid to just even make plays. Okay? They're afraid to try to do anything.
No. But this is KT. They're never afraid.
They are afraid.
They always do the silly stuff.
KT stands for can't try. And if you tell me that can't spelled with the C, I'll tell you okay.
And that still fits.
Exactly.
Just say K, and then it's fine.
Aliens.
No, KT stands for keeps trying.
Ooh.
No matter how bad it gets. No
like
matter
that.
how many times they've disappointed. They keep trying.
I do
That's
like
what
that.
it stands for. My cup is half full.
Ocean Dragon is alive, and I think that KT, I mean, I really love the farming simulator they got going on here.
Yeah?
Really enjoying this, the Plants vs. Zombies.
You know, I've never played a farming simulator.
Really?
Yeah. I played a lot of different
You
simulators,
play
so I mean-
Pokemon Shield and Sword.
Hey, that's not a farming simulator.
Basically is. You're farming eggs. Any
That's
truers?
true. A lot of that does.
Any true? Yeah, that's
okay.
it. See, I got you there.
You got me
I got you on that truer.
Damn right you did.
Yeah, weird champ.
Can't argue. Cannot argue.
Yep.
And Gen.G are one step closer to the Dragon Soul. And KT are one step closer to maybe doing something in this game. It's like Gen.G keeps poking the bear. They're like, can we have this? Can we have this? Can we have this? KT's like, okay, okay, okay. And look, it's not going so well for KT Rolster. They need to update the game plan. Because so far, they are falling further and further behind. And that is just what's happened.
I thought you were about to say they were, like, if I had to guess your next word, I thought you were about to say they're falling asleep.
Well,
is,
I mean, I don't
maybe...
think that's what Gen.G's, what KT's doing. That is what
Well...
we are doing.
No.
And now our job is going to be to liven up these fans and talk about something truly inspirational.
Okay, what would you like to talk about?
Do you have anything truly inspirational to discuss?
Let me think. Give me about 20 seconds.
Dude, you got about 20 minutes. If you've been watching this game, that's fine. You only need one gem, really. You know?
Have you ever actually seen that music video? It's by Leslie Hall, Gem Sweater. Every time I see Tarek, I think about it. Don't. Don't.
All right,
and to anyone listening to this VOD, or if you're watching live, if you search up...
You are baiting everyone right now.
If you search up Leslie Hall, Gem Sweater, you're going to become a Tarek main, and they're going to jam out to that song.
And you're going to love it?
You're going to love it. Yeah.
All right.
You need to look up Leslie Hall during the break.
No, I don't.
Because you already know that we're going to Game 3, so...
Oh, yeah, no, that's happening.
Actually, we're going to Game 4.
Yeah, no, we were supposed to go to Game 4.
And then we're going to have a cancellation.
Ah.
Yeah.
And then you're going to leave.
And then I'll see you here tomorrow, 2 hours earlier.
And I'm going to call Achilles. For some reason. Even though Brendan's like right there, Valdez.
That's fine.
Right there. Ready to go. But I have to call Achilles
okay,
in
okay.
those situations.
Here we go. When is this game going to end? Hit me with it.
33 and a half minutes.
I'm going to go with 39.
Ooh, a longie.
63.
39.63 is a tough time to get to. But 40 minutes
I was
and
seeing if you still had your wits.
Well,
you know?
Passed the dang test, didn't I? There we go. Simple time-based mathematics. All over it. All over it. Nothing is happening. Like, normally we've got, like, something to save us from being a little bit too ridiculous, you know? You're ready to segue into something game-based. Is now Tucson thinking about giving it to us as they're both tracking each other.
Here we go. Hold on. Lee Sin hitting the blue buff. It's trying to go for a right hook, but...
Ruler just steals it away.
Ruler just stole it away because he saw that Clid was about to get hit with a haymaker by Blue Sentinel.
Hit with a haymaker, but
yeah,
from the bench.
Exactly.
Yeah, Set just diving on in. Love it.
So, Zoe did not like that joke. She is on fire.
Yes, well, so is Orn.
Orn's thirsty. Oh, he's hungry.
Ooh, and Ocean Rift. You were talking about honey fruits being
really good for Orn, yeah.
It's more of an Orn jungle thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
You normally hunt down the honey fruits, but now there's more of them.
Yes.
On the Ocean Rift.
There
it's the Orn Rift.
There is lots of food. And, you know, I think that this really is why Rumble went first item Morellonomicon, is he knew that the non-existent lifesteal on the enemy team outside of the Blade of the Ruin King, and then the Conqueror on the Lee Sin.
I mean, Kellen's got a lot of healing on the carrot.
Okay. You know what?
Rascal has Grasp of the Undying.
It's really for the honey fruits.
Yeah, it's probably for the honey fruits.
And
maybe Ocean Salt.
Maybe, yeah.
Because you better believe that in 45
no
seconds,
matter what,
KT is going to give away the Drake for free.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there's really no other choice.
Oh, wait, no, Kuro's going to have to die first?
Hold on.
He spotted them out.
Alice,
it's okay. Yeah, man.
We're about to climax.
Is this the turnaround team fight?
Yeah, this is it. This is where KT... This is where everyone who has been channeling their hope...
All BDD just manages to hit aiming with a trouble bubble through 5 walls, which was very, very impressive.
You like that?
Yeah.
It's time to see what the finale of this Spirit Bomb is actually going to be. Now, interestingly, Rascal upgraded Ludens instead of Blade of the Ruin King, which I think is a pretty big mistake.
I would say so, too.
Here we go.
Maybe BDD spiking a little bit earlier.
Don't have any clue what KT is.
Oh, Tucson just flashing in to do nothing there with that Pulverize. It wasn't what they wanted. Double knockup there comes out of Rascal. He's buying space. And there goes the Dragon Soul. The Ocean is going to be helping them out so much. First kill goes down. Second one comes in as well as the Camille does basically nothing. And now it's the Ruler show. Able to dance after his opposition. Kuro has a lot of sticks in him. Sorry, Bono does. He's going to be able to escape, however. And Kuro is also going to be lucky enough to exit with his life. But they shouldn't exit with a game victory. This is 2 turrets away from a perfect game for Gen.G. And now they're looking for a Baron.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to talk about that initiation?
It was really like, it was like some guy in the pew stands up and says, "I object."
Yeah.
And they're there to celebrate like their 25th year marriage.
Like, a little bit too late, my dude. Yeah. Yeah, it was a little bit like that.
Replies to someone's Facebook message.
I think you need to say it wrong. Like, mess up. By accident. Because, like, look, it's not exactly what you want. Tucson just didn't quite find it. Had to
This is the guy getting the courage to finally stand up.
Yeah. And that was based on trying to flash headbutt pole onto Ruler, and then Ruler moving out of position. So
this game
was made to look a little bit silly.
Completely over. So we are indeed going to a game number 3. Drafts continue to be important. We can't all be T1.
Yep. The thing is, we've got to have a look at the timer because remember, 33.5 minutes.
It was your guess?
Yeah, and yours was 40 minutes and 3 seconds. Otherwise known as 39 minutes and 63 seconds.
Incorrect.
That was what you said?
That's absolutely not.
Any trues in the chat? You can let me know how right I am.
What?
Just ask.
Alice, you don't get to say that.
No, I don't. I'm too,
no,
too
you're
much of a
too old.
boomer.
Yeah,
I think so.
Oh, Alice, I wanted to ask, would you like to join me for the co-streaming of the North American League Championship Series?
Is there going to be as little action as there is in this particular game?
Oh, absolutely not. NA
really?
is non-stop juice on cake. I don't even know where I was going with that one.
What is juice on cake?
I don't know.
Yeah, we are certainly getting into the wee hours, aren't we? I think that's how that one's going. But I watched Immortals versus TSM, okay? So I know that things can be just this good. So I would be honored. I would be delighted to join you.
Well, first I need to make sure, are you of age? Are you over the age of 21?
I am officially a millennial. So yes.
All right, excellent, excellent, great. Just needed to confirm that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm on the border.
It's a date.
I'm between millennial and boomer, obviously.
Okay.
As KT trying to defend their Nexus turrets, but doing so pretty, oh no, Tucson taxis forward, but he's unable to find it. They do get a decent headbutt back there onto Clid, but he's going to survive for so long. And there's the Ornhorn doing so much work once again. Kellen keeping everyone alive, and Kuro has to watch in horror from his fountain as his Nexus is obliterated. It was a race, and it was 29 minutes in game 1 for KT, but it is 26 minutes and 44 seconds in game 2 for Gen.G to snap back. About the same amount of time as one game of our first series tonight has occurred in the first 2 of the second series.
Well, that was a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah, nothing happened, and then it was followed up by more nothing in that game. Largely to do with, trying to divvy out the MVP, and that was a difficult task. I'm not going to lie, because I think that most of the League of Legends that was relevant that game was done within the first 7 minutes, and then it was a case of KT not really having very many options. And thus...
So, every lane lost, and then nothing happened, and then there were no ganks, and then the team comps sort of did this.
Yeah.
And then
the one that was
one that was actually better.
Yeah, just crushed that one.
Just
so sort of like we stopped playing League of Legends, we started playing Fire Emblem, where you get the battle calculated beforehand.
There was that one action in bot lane though, where the Alistar escaped barely.
Yeah, that was
really, really close.
It was really close, but that was close to Gen.G just starting the snowball earlier.
Exactly, yeah.
And then unfortunately there was that one team fight, and KT found no other avenues back into the game. So what has resulted from this one is that you should never pick Rek'Sai unless you intend on doing something, maybe.
It was so hard to do anything, though.
Yeah.
In that game. It really was.
I mean, what was KT's job this game? Like, if they were ever going to win.
This is one of the things where laners and lane manipulation relative to the jungler's path becomes increasingly more important when your lane dynamics are set up for failure. And honestly, it's pretty doomed. If you're going to handshake it like that, I actually really enjoy getting to see games like this because you can just see what happens if both team compositions are just basically sort of go even and then collide.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're going to a game number 3, and then after that, game 4.
Yeah, well, we're hoping for a tiebreaker after game number 3. It's never happened in the history of League of Legends unless you count games being remade and things like that. That's a possibility. We'll have to find out how KT and Gen.G are going to tie the series after our third and most likely final game. It will be coming up after this break, and I'm just looking forward to some better drafts, maybe a closer game, and one that wasn't doomed from too early on.